to ask this to Andrew, and I'm going to ask it to you.
Anything you like.
Well, actually, firstly, there's two parts to this question. So you know how Andrew says, the Matrix are attacking him, banning him, allegations, and then the third one is 3 strikes, you're out.
Yep.
Do you believe the same applies for you? Do you think the Matrix are attacking you in the same way?
I mean,
as aggressive as is?
Yes, but only because I am Andrew's brother. I'm Andrew's brother. We are the Tate brothers. We were the Tate brothers when we were broke. We were the Tate brothers when people in Luton wanted to beat us up and we were fighting people off together. We've always been the Tate brothers, and our struggle has always been exactly the same. I'd be offended if I was not targeted as well. When they said, well, they put you in jail, and I was like, oh, you're in jail because you're Andrew's brother. I'm like, good. He can't go to jail by himself. Like, screw it.
Yeah.
We're the Tate brothers, and the Tate
He
brothers
needs
are
some
in jail.
company.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to have it any other way.
Yeah.
So, if you want to try and kill Andrew, then you're going to have to kill me too. And it's going to be very difficult because I'm very hard to kill, and so is he. And that's the way it is. So will I be targeted? I don't think I say anything that outrageous that angers people that much in terms of the whole Matrix aspect of Andrew's message, but they will target me at the same time. And it's going to be what it's going to be. Like,
It's going to be
I'm ready for anything.
Yeah. And my point to that was, if it comes to the third point, where 3 strikes and somehow, some way, the bullets hit.
Yep.
And you're no longer around. What's the message you want people to live by once you're gone? And what's the impact you want to have upon people?
Well, in the event that I am killed, a video will go out. It's already been filmed and already been prepared. If anything bad happens to me, that will go out.
So you prepared like a what's the name for the video? They call it something, but basically a final video.
Yeah, because it's something I've thought about. Do I really think it's going to happen? Do I think they're going to shoot me? No. No, I don't, because there are bigger targets. There are people who upset the establishment much more than us. But I will say, because anything can happen to me, that for any of my fans, if you're watching this or watching my final message, if I ever do die, if anything does happen to me, I would say your success in life and what you want to create for yourself is not pinned on me. I, Tristan Tate, can't make anyone the man that they want to be. There's enough of my content out there. My overall message can be summed up in less than 20 minutes. You could take everything you've heard from me, and just because I'm gone, or just because anything happens to me, just because I don't know, I might lose both my arms and legs in a helicopter crash and not be the same Tristan Tate anymore. Your success isn't pinned to me. You can go out there and make it, and you can go out there and do it, regardless if I'm around or if I'm not. And I expect everybody who listened to me and everyone who's a fan of mine and everyone who considers himself as somebody who subscribes to my message to not let anything that happens to me, even if they send me to jail for a decade, derail you. Because just in the way that your failures don't affect me, your success isn't linked to me. So go out there and do it anyway. That's what I would say.
That's a beautiful message. I'm going to take questions from the audience watching. Any questions for Tristan Tate?
If you had to give a message to your younger self, 18 years old.
Yep.
Message to your younger self.
Message to my younger self. Most young people don't realize how rich they are. Money can't buy everything. And when I was 18, I was richer than I am today. In some ways, I still had my father, for example. So I had no money, but I could call my father anytime I liked and talk to him and shoot the shit and just talk about life. Maybe I wasn't looking for advice. He didn't have much money. He couldn't give me advice on making money, but he was a very smart man, and regardless if the conversation was useful or not, I could have spent more time talking to him, and I didn't. You assume that the things that you have when you're young are going to be around forever. You assume you'll never die, your health will never fade, your parents aren't going to go. You assume all these things, and you live every day like every day is going to be the same. But if you're young, appreciate how wealthy you are. I mean, there are children in Palestine right now with no family at all dead. And they're in the world at 8, 9, 10, 12 years old, going to have to make it alone, with the help of some of my charity helps a lot of these kids out when possible. But yeah, if you've got both parents, a good home, food to eat, you're very lucky. Enjoy that wealth while it lasts, because you could make $1 billion. But I could almost guarantee that when you're 60, your parents aren't going to be around, and you'll trade everything you have just to speak to them again. So you're wealthier than you think. Your life is better than you think. Appreciate the things that you have before you lose them, because you will lose them. It's not a matter of if mom dies, if dad dies, if my grandparents die. Assuming nature goes the right way, it will happen. It's when. It's not if. So my message to my younger self would be, stay focused, keep doing what you're doing, Don't change a thing, but, instead of watching that movie, call your dad. Instead of watching that movie, call your mom. Take her out for dinner if you got a spare 50 quid instead of getting drunk with your friends. Appreciate the things you have.
Your mother's still alive, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.